a humble English student. However, I have past experiences with English has not been very well. So as a result, I like to make this video as a note to myself, and also you guys as well, if you want to join along the ride. And so here's how you make an essay in the simplest term possible that I can make of. Yeah. You know what to do? Let's start. Now, before we begin, we have to put in some ground rules. Rule number 1. Your essay should be objective, not subjective. Your essay should be based on facts, not opinions, no feelings, none of that. It's all cold, hard facts, and you can't do anything about that. It's just the way it is, and it also makes the reader more convinced that it's actual facts. And that brings us to the next rule. Number 2. It should be formal, or your essay should be formal, not informal. Don't write your essay like it's a conversation. Don't talk like me. Don't write like this, like all these words, all these fat, unfat, and all this unnecessary words. You want to write your essay as clear and concise as possible, using simple yet powerful words, and gets the point straight. So now you know those ground rules, the basis of our essay making. Let's just start our essay creation. Now, the first thing in essay creation is to depict your overarching theme. One theme to be the basis and the backbone of your entire essay, and then build yourself off of this. So in this case, let's take this bucket of chicken as an example. Now in this case, let's say our theme of the essay would be, this bucket of chicken is filled with fast food. Right? And so in this case, now that with that theme, we have multiple little ideas to go off of that main idea that this bucket is filled with fast food. So if you just open it up a bit, so you open a bit, we got here filled with fast food. We got here some chicken, and we got some fries, and they're both essentially fast food. And so we have two ideas here. Number 1, we got wings are made of inside this bucket are fast food. And we also got another one, which is the fries inside this bucket are fast food. And then both of them, although they're a bit different, one's about wings and one's about fries, relate back to this overarching theme, and that this bucket is filled with fast food. And now that we have our main idea to become the basis of our thesis, let's get into the meat of it. In other words, the peel. Or as I like to say, the wing. Really good. So first we have here our chicken, where we'll be making our first peel paragraph. Now, the main point of this is to support the sub-idea, which supports the main idea of the entire thesis. And this is by 1. Supplying the evidence, 2. Analyze the evidence and evaluate its effect on the reader, and 3. Link back to the sub-idea and how it relates back to the main idea. So first, number 1, we have evidence, which in this case, we have that the chicken as evidence is that it's oily and filled with crumbs. Number 2, the analyze. We analyze the fact that these are the characteristics of deep fried food, and deep fried food is another aspect is a part of fast food. And this gives the reader impression that yes, it is fast food. And 3, link it back to the sub-idea, and which in this case, from the evidence which supports the fact that it's fast food, we now know that the chicken is fast food, and which relates back to the main idea that the entire bucket is also fast food. Phew! We managed to finish in one paragraph of our essay. But wait, there's more. Of course, obviously, we can't just have one peel paragraph in a single essay. Usually they ask us for 2 peel paragraphs. So we gotta add in another sub-idea. So let's just keep digging for ideas. Alright, we just finished our first peel paragraph. But now we have to find some way to go to the next peel graph. And a good essay is essentially one that connects one peel paragraph connecting it to the other peel paragraph. And this is by essentially connecting these sub-ideas. And these connection of sub-ideas come from going back to the main idea and finding a new idea from that. And from there, the connection should somewhat make sense. So in this case, well, for what we have here is that we already have our sub idea that the chicken is fast food. And so we go back to the main idea of that the bucket is filled with fast food, and we essentially just go off from there. We find some new other ideas, which in this case, I think the perfect new sub idea would be that the fries is fast food. And from there, the same format goes along like your regular PO paragraph. You got your point, where the fries is fast food, the evidence, it's oily, lots of crumbs, and analysis, oily and crummy, the crumminess and also like the firmness of the potato is proof, one of the characteristics of deep fried food, and deep fried food is also fast food. And then we link it, and so as a result, we now know that the fries is fast food, which supports the main idea that the bucket is filled with fast food. And now we move on to the final step of our essay making, the conclusion. And this is essentially by combining lots of ideas here and to link it back to our main idea here, and also add in other stuff as well. So in this case, we already got all the supporting paragraphs that this is fried food and this is fast food too, and links back to the fact that this entire bucket is fast food. And the final step, essentially, in this conclusion is also essentially the why. Why does the creator made this creation, and what's its purpose? Why does Oda create One Piece? Why did R.L. Stein created The Catcher in the Rye for? Why did Colonel Sanders make this chicken? Well, wait. Why did Colonel Sanders make this bucket filled with fast food? Now, in this case, since you already got you got your two main supporting ideas here from sub-ideas from the main idea, you can essentially use common sense and combine them a bit together to figure out what you think is the purpose of the creation. So in this case, my guess is that since they're both fast food and they're both very delicious, I say that Colonel Sanders made this bucket here, and its purpose is essentially give me enjoyment, to make me relish in the fact that food is good. And so, we have it. We finally have made our essay. And now, that's essentially my results are today. Thank you me for watching, and hopefully you'll get to pass your exams. Right, see you then. I'll just be eating this now.